Hey, Picks and Parlay crew, it's me, Detroit Lenny, here with another free power hour for you guys. We're talking some NFL. We're going to talk what game are we talking? Ravens at the Bengals. Sorry, brain fart. Ravens at the Bengals. And we're going to give you 3 player props for Saturday and Sunday. Just kind of going over Wildcard weekend. Let's get wild with some stuff. Before I do that, though, got to remind everybody about NoHouseAdvantage.com. They are changing the game, offering a very dynamic platform when you are betting fantasy sports betting. So check them out. When you sign up with NoHouseAdvantage.com, use the promo code PNP. When you download the app, available on all the app stores, or you can go right to the website, you'll get a deposit match up to $50. All you got to do is use that promo code PNP. All right, let's bring in our expert handicapper from Earl Sports Bets, Nick Earl, to talk some NFL. How we doing, Nick?
Doing good.
We ready for this wild card weekend?
Yeah, it should be an interesting slate of games for wild card weekend.
Well, let's get after it. Sunday, there's games on Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday night game. We're going to talk about the Sunday game, the 15th. Ravens at the Bengals, over-unders 40.5. Talk to me about this one. Where are you going with this?
Yeah, this one I had projected as a pretty low-scoring game. It's a divisional matchup. We just saw these two teams go at it last week. And the Bengals did win that matchup. The Ravens are coming into this game without their starting quarterback Lamar Jackson and backup Tyler Huntley, which means it'll probably be Anthony Brown, which is kind of terrifying of a thought for him to be starting a playoff game. But I think this is a defensive matchup where we can see this game finish something along the lines of 17-10, 17-13, 20-14. I think this is too many points for a divisional matchup. I like Baltimore here. I unfortunately got him at 7 because I was trying to outsmart the market and anticipating maybe Lamar Jackson comes back. I did that with both them and the Dolphins. Neither of them worked, but it is what it is. Yeah, and this is one of those where I'm looking at this weekend and I'm seeing Buffalo's a huge favorite. Cincy's a huge favorite. San Fran's a huge favorite. One of them are going to lose outright. I think maybe the Ravens could potentially do that. Defensively, this is a Ravens team that I think can slow down Cincinnati a little bit. So I do lean under in this game. And with that under at 40.5, I think 9 is just way too many points. I see this as a low-scoring, close, competitive AFC North grinding out type of game where this could be 16-13, 16-10. Like, this could be a really low-scoring game, and I think 9 points is just too many.
And I know these games, again, these teams are familiar with each other kind of situation, so there's still always kind of like a grind-it-out mentality with them. I mean, they just played 27-16. I think this game is going to be a little bit closer, being playoff-wise, probably fall within that 9. For me, it's a teaser situation where I took the Bengals earlier, and again, I'm at 7.5. I was able to tease them down. I think the Bengals do win. I don't think they cover the 9. And it's just, the weather-wise, both teams are used to playing outside, but I do, towards that, your point in the under, I don't hate that as well because, it's going to be like 40 degrees in Ohio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Playoff mentality. Nobody wants to make the big mistake, so it's ground and pound defense, blah, 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 all that good stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about.
And one thing I will say, because you did mention the tease there, I wouldn't tease this at a 9. If you guys are looking to tease the Bengals down, find an 8.5. There are 8.5s out there. So find the 8.5 because the 9 is a teaser protection line because that'll have you tease them down to a field goal. Which
absolutely,
if you're ever teasing, this is the main thing you're trying to do is you're trying to look for 7.5 to 8, 7 to 8.5. Tease it down through the 7, down through the 3. Make it worth your tease because you're paying.
Got to get those key numbers.
You're paying for each point. You got to make it worth it. Tease through the 7, tease through the 3 for the favorites, and then tease up through the 3 and up through the 7 if you're looking for a dog. So there's a few teams that are really good teaser legs this week. The Bengals
Ravens at plus 15 if you can get a 6-point teaser.
Yeah, I would rather Bengals at 2.5 for value wise because of my rules when it comes to it, and also like Jacksonville up to an 8.5 is an interesting one. And there's games like that. Tampa Bay up to 8.5 as well. I think is an interesting teaser leg.
Yeah, if you're gonna tease, definitely do it for a reason. You're going to pay for it. Do it for get your value out of that. That's a great advice on your part. Smart man. Don't forget, guys, when you're over at picksandparlays.net, you're looking for Nick Earl or any of our other premium handicappers, use this promo code playoff. That'll save you 25%. That's a power hour playoff code for a promo code for you. Playoff. Save you 25% off the entire site. Also, like, subscribe, ring the bell. Power hours here Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. I promised you guys some props, so we're going to get into some props. Now, these are either Saturday or Sunday. We got some, I told him, I said Saturday or Sunday. I don't even care. Just give me 3. So I told him. He hem-hawed around about it for 48 hours, and then he gave me 3 props. And that's the truth. That's the behind-the-scenes truth. I said, Pop, I'm not. And then here's what he came up with. And he loves all 3 of them.
I might even bet these myself. Yeah, no. One thing I was kind of looking at for this one was kind of finding matchups that play out well for these specific players and specific positions for specific teams. For the Saturday one, I'm torn on the actual game itself between Jacksonville and LA. I think teasing Jacksonville up to 8.5 is a great look for that game, and finding somebody you like it to like and teasing with him. I'm not a teaser fan. I don't know why I'm going for that game. One thing I will look at though is that when we look at it, one thing I really looked at a lot with these player props was the matchups on how they did giving up DraftKings points, because that was kind of one of the ways I was looking at it. And the LA Chargers ranked 27th against running backs. And Travis Etienne's prop is 79.5 here, 79.5. Yeah. So I'm gonna look to fade. I'm looking to fade the run defense of the LA Chargers in this spot here. I think that game may go over the total. I think that will be a fun little back and forth game. I've heard a lot of people like the over in that game. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm looking at NTN over 79.5 receiving or rushing yards. And then the other 2 were 2 that are going to be kind of interesting. The first one here, I think this line's way too low, and I get it. It's going to be Skylar Thompson, and everybody's scared about that. But the Bills ranked 25th against wide receivers this year, fantasy-wise. And I believe that we could see Tyreek Hill go off. This 61.5, that could be 2 catches for him.
I was going to say, that's 3 catches.
I mean, that could be even like a 7-yard slant route that he turns into a 50-yard gain. Like, he's one of those type of players where I can see him being able to get those type of yardage here against the Buffalo Bills, who are a little vulnerable to the pass game. And that's where I think maybe Skylar Thompson could have a halfway decent game in this one. So I know everybody's looking at it like, oh, Skylar Thompson and the Dolphins are screwed. I think the Dolphins are alive. Honestly, I think the Dolphins are alive in that game. I grabbed 11 with them, but
I don't think I like the 11. I think Bills win, don't cover. Side note.
Yeah, probably. It's another divisional matchup where I think it's too many points. But looking at this spot, I took the over 61.5 Tyreek Hill. And then the final one here is on Sunday. The New York Giants are taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings ranked 31st among teams against the wide receiver position. So I was looking at a couple props. Slayton's what I ended up coming up with. If you want to go go to other players as well, Isaiah Hodgins and James Jr. are 2 good ones. You'll probably find pretty low numbers for the Giants because I think that they'll be able to spread the ball around, and maybe they'll get to get some Daniel Jones will get some check down passes to Saquon Barkley as well. Yep. So I think there's some decent props for the Giants offense in this game. I think the Giants win that game outright as 3-point dogs in that one. They're kind of my dog of the week. But yeah, I do like the Giants to be able to score points against what is not a great defense in Minnesota. So I am looking at Darius Slayton over 47.5 receiving yards.
I like them all. Actually, make great points for each and every one of them. First of all, the Tyreek thing, he get a couple catches, slant. The dude's just fast. I mean, we all know it.
Screen pass. I mean, yeah.
The Travis Etienne Jr. one, I did not know that. I'm glad I did, and I know it now. But I like that over 79.5. The Darius Slayton one, he's the same thing. Check down. He gets you 8-12 yards of chunk, and it's all day. And Minnesota's defense is not good. I don't care where it is or where they're playing. I don't care who they're playing. They're not good. They give up points. So I like each and every one of them. Guys, don't forget about the promo code for Power Hour. Playoff is your promo code. Save you 25% off the entire site. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Power Hours here Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you guys on the next one. Nick Earl, I appreciate you stopping by. Take care, guys. Good luck unless you're against me.